Good morning, Path Preschool. Well, I don't know if it's morning. Maybe you're watching this in the afternoon. How about I'll just say, hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad that you've joined us for another time together. We're going to start today by singing our Hello, Everybody song, because I want to make sure that each one of you realize just how special you are and how glad we are that you are a part of Path Preschool. So you can sing along with me if you remember this song, and we'll get to say hello to all of our friends. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see you. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Noel. I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Noel, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Freddie, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Freddie, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Maggie, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Maggie, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Makoa, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Makoa, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Lihan, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Lihan, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Maya, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Maya, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, River, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, River, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Elam, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Elam, I'm so glad to see you. Two more. Hello, Micah, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Micah, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Levi, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Levi, I'm so glad to see you. Well, I really am so glad to see you. I wish we could all be sitting together in our classroom, but this is pretty fun too. And today we have some fun things planned. Teacher Michelle is going to read us a story, and in this story we are going to be looking for opposites. And so then after she reads the story, I thought it would be fun to play a couple little opposite games. So we'll do that together. And then this week is the week of Halloween. And what is one thing that we think of when we think of Halloween? Well, there's probably more than one. Probably the first thing you thought about was candy, costumes, but what I was thinking about is jack-o'-lanterns, carved pumpkins. And so I thought for fun, at the end of our time together today, we could draw a picture of a jack-o'-lantern using the same method that we've used before, where we think about what are all the different shapes that I see when I look at a carved pumpkin. And then we're just going to draw it one shape at a time. And at the end, I think you're going to be surprised at what a good pumpkin you can draw. The first thing that I want to do, though, is highlight some photos that some of you have sent in after you have watched some of our videos. So just a minute, I'm going to go sit down at my computer and I'm going to show you some pictures that you have sent to me. And thank you so much for allowing us to see the fun things that you are doing at home. All right, let's get started. This is a picture that Maggie sent in of an experiment that we did in one of our videos using milk and dish soap and food coloring. It's a lot of fun, and here's a picture of the final product. Thanks for sending this in, Maggie. And this one's from Freddie. This is Freddie's picture of the Pout Pout fish. And last but not least, this is a picture that teacher Michelle's son Kai sent in after the train video. This is Kai's train station made out of Legos. Wow. Keep those pictures coming, kids. It's so fun to see your work.
Hello, everybody. We're going to read a story today called I Love You Through and Through. What I want you to listen for in today's story are the opposites. Do you remember what opposites are? It's kind of like up and down are opposites. Tall and short are opposites. Light and dark are opposites. Wonder if we can think of another one. Maybe in and out. Those are opposites. So when we read today's story, I want you to listen for the opposites. See what you can come up with, okay? Let's read. I Love You Through and Through by Bernadette Rossetti Shustek. I love you through and through. I love your top side. I love your bottom side. I love your inside and outside. I love your happy side and your sad side. Your silly side, your mad side. I love your fingers and toes. Your ears and nose. I love your hair and eyes. Your giggles and cries. I love you running and walking. Silent and talking. I love you through and through. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, too.
Okay, so the first game that we are going to play is going to go like this. I am going to put down a picture, and I want you to figure out what you think it's a picture of, and then tell me what you think the opposite would be, all right? So here is the first picture. What do you think that is a picture of? It looks like it's a picture of a man, but what kind of a man is it? He looks like he is an old man. So if the word is old, what would be the opposite of old? What is the opposite of old? That's right, young is the opposite of old. This baby is young. So young and old are opposites. All right, good job. Now here's the next one. What is that a picture of? Looks like it's a rabbit going really fast. So if fast is our word, what is the opposite of fast? What is the opposite of fast? What is that? That is a snail going very slow. So slow is the opposite of fast. Good job. Let's do a couple more. This one might be difficult to know what it is without seeing both. So I'm just going to put the second picture down right now too. All right, so we have a boat in both pictures. But in one picture, the boat is blank. And in the other picture, the boat is... There's a couple different things that we could say that would be opposites. We could say that this boat is near. If that's the case, then what would be the opposite of near that would describe this boat? That's right, this boat would be far. So near and far are opposites. Now, if I said that this boat is big, what would the opposite of big be that would describe this boat? That's right, small. Big and small are opposites. All right, I have one more set of opposites for us. And I'm going to put both of these ones down again, just like I did that time. So what do we see here? Looks like there's some clothes hanging on the line, drying. But in this picture, look at the weather. What is the weather in this picture? It's sunny. So what would the opposite of sunny be? Rainy. That's right. The opposite of sunny is rainy. All right, let's try doing this in a little bit different way. Here are a whole bunch of pictures. And in these pictures are a whole bunch of opposites. So I'm going to point at one, and you try to find the opposite. If I point at this picture, this is a picture of a long bus. What would be the opposite of long? Can you find a picture? How about this one? The opposite of a long bus would be a short bus. Let's try another one. Here's a picture of a child at the top of a slide. What would be the opposite of top? Look at all those pictures. That's right. There is a picture of a child at the bottom of the slide. Let's do two more. Let's see. How about this one? There's a picture of a dog that is outside. What would be the opposite of outside? What would be the opposite of outside? How about this one? Here is a picture of the dog inside his house. So outside and inside are opposites. Let's do one more. How about this one? In this picture, the bird is on the house. Can you find one that would be the opposite of on? How about this one? Here, the bird is off the house. So on and off are opposites. Good job, boys and girls. Thanks for playing the opposite game with me. Okay, now let's have some fun. Let's draw a carved pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern. What shape is a pumpkin? That's right. A pumpkin is either a circle or an oval, depending on what shape pumpkin you want. I'm going to make mine kind of an oval, so it's going to be a little bit wider than it is tall. there is my oval. It's not perfect, but that's okay. Pumpkins are all different shapes, aren't they? Now, what else does a pumpkin have? Pumpkins have stems, don't they? Now, if we think about a pumpkin and we were going to draw it by just using a shape, what shape might we use to draw the stem? What if we drew a tall, skinny rectangle for the stem? Let's see how that looks. I am going to start my rectangle a little bit inside the top of my pumpkin. I'm going to come up, over, down, and then back to the beginning. 2 short sides, 2 long sides, and they're all straight. That is a rectangle for my pumpkin stem. Now, we said that we're going to carve this pumpkin, so let's give this pumpkin a face, and let's use more shapes. So what shapes do we want to use for the pumpkin's eyes? You can do yours whatever shape you want, but I think that I'm going to give my pumpkin triangle eyes. So I'm going to do one over here, one triangle with the flat part on the bottom, and 2 triangles. Now I'm going to do another triangle for my pumpkin's nose. Now, what shape should we do for our pumpkin's mouth, do you think? You could do all sorts of shapes. You could do a circle, and then you would have a surprise pumpkin, you know, kind of like that. But I think that I would like my pumpkin to be smiling. And so I'm going to do a moon shape for my pumpkin's mouth. So I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to start at the same spot. And I'm going to go like that. There. Now I have a happy pumpkin. Anything else that we should add to our pumpkin? Well, I'm going to do this. You know, pumpkins, a lot of times they kind of have these ridges, don't they? So I'm going to draw some ridges on my pumpkin. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I'm going to start at the stem, and I'm going to end down here under his mouth. Okay? And I'm just going to kind of do shapes like that. And then I'm just going to meet at the bottom. Just a few of them. Kind of give my pumpkin some ridges. What do you think of that? Now the next part is the fun part. You get to color your pumpkin however you want. So go ahead and color yours with whatever colors that you have handy, and I'll color mine. Well, I think I'm just going to leave mine like that. I think that's a pretty great pumpkin. But here's what I'll do. My pumpkin is going to be saying boo. What does boo begin with? What letter? B. That's right, the letter B. And then it goes O and O. And I'll put a little exclamation at the end. Boo. Good job. Boys and girls, thank you for playing with me today. I hope that you had fun. And just a reminder, if you would like to have some of your work shown on a future video, have your mom and dad take a picture of you when you're doing those different activities and send it to me at walkonthepath@gmail.com. And I would love to let your other classmates see your work by putting it in a future video. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful afternoon today, whatever you do, but know that you are special, and we are so glad that you are a part of PATH. Bye-bye for now.